What's up, guys? Miles back with another video. On today's video, I want to give you guys an insight. Either this is going to be something that's really liberating, or it's going to crush your whole realities in life, right? So it's either going to do one. It's either going to be extremely positive or extremely negative, depending on how you take this information. So, warning, disclaimer. Right, but I want to come in and talk about the game never ends, right? Life never ends until you end, until you pass away, right? Life, being successful, dating, all that stuff never ends, right? You have to always be pushing forward to be the best person you can be at all times while you're alive, right? See, I think what makes people in relationships break up, what makes businesses fail, what makes entrepreneurs fail, what makes athletes fail, what makes musicians fail or fall off, is because they get complacent, right? In relationships, whenever you first got with her, you were in shape, you were, ambitious, but once you got up under her, you started gaining weight and not being as ambitious, right? To maintain the relationship, you gotta always be striving to make more money and to stay in shape, and always be striving to be better, make better connections if you want that woman to stay with you, and vice versa. She should always be staying in shape and doing things as well to keep you, right? The game don't ever end. It doesn't end until you drop dead, right? Success, you should always be striving to do something to improve in some way, whether it be making more money, making more network connections to grow whatever you got going. You can't just stay stagnant. Because to me, being stagnant that's equivalent to dying. Right, when you just cap out and just stop trying, you just died right there. Right? Death should be the only thing that stops you from growing. Whenever you see these athletes get injuries, or not whenever they get injuries, but whenever their careers get cut short, they get cut, or they fall off, they start gaining weight. Like Eddie Lacy. They get comfortable, the success and everything gets comfortable to them. When you see boxers stop being great boxers like Canelo, he's comfortable. It's kind of hard to be hungry like you was whenever you got $1 million mansion, right? But somehow you got to convince yourself that you still broke. You still got to convince yourself that you still got to achieve a next level. This is what separates the Tom Brady's and the Michael Jordans from all the other athletes that ever walked. It wasn't about, y'all think with Tom Brady and Michael Jordan it was about the rings. They got a whole bunch of rings. Brady got 8 rings. Jordan got 6 rings. Like, they've been had rings. They could have stopped at 2. They could have stopped at 3. But it's about the improvement. It's about being the best they can be while they're still playing the game. They're about maxing out their potential, right? I love it whenever Kobe said to retire. He's like, man, are you ever going to come back to the league? And he's like, oh, hell no. I literally gave it all I got. I don't have nothing left. I don't have no regrets. I don't have nothing. Once I said I was done with basketball, I was done with basketball. So are you progressing in life? Are you always looking for different avenues? Are you always trying to be the best that you can be, right? And this is, I know a lot of you guys aren't going to be able to understand this or even want to do this, because it takes one hell of a mindset to do this. Most athletes won't be a Tom Brady. Most athletes don't have that hunger like a Michael Jordan. This is why that's why you don't see these athletes today. They don't have that same hunger. And if they do, starting out, they later on miss it when they get 1 or 2 rings, right? They can't hold it and maintain it throughout their careers, right? But we're not even talking about them. We should be talking about the average person. You should be progressing, trying to get a promotion in your job at all times. You can't just cap out and just be like, okay, I'm good just being here. You should be always striving to do something better. Right? Now, if you want to be content, now content and complacency is two different things. Like if you're content making whatever money you're making, and you know it gives you options to do stuff, and you're able to live a good life, and you're okay with whatever that is, then you know I can't force you to do that. You know what I'm saying? If you're content with your life and happy with your life, that's cool, right? But for me and the people that think like me, like I'm always be striving to be the best and do the best that I can be, right? Until I drop dead. There's no explanation or anything like that. That's just what's in me, right? I think that's what's in me and my grandfather, and those genes are strong in me, right? 'Cause that's what he did to the end of his life, and you know. Anyway. I just want to drop this video on you guys. The game never ends. You gotta always be striving to be the best you can be, right? And if you're not striving to be the best you can be, you're dying. Or if you're not willing to do that, strive to be a person that's content with their life. Strive to be a person that is gotten so much to a level that they're content. They're good with what they got, and they'll need to go out and get more. They just need to maintain what they got. And you know what I'm saying? I can't disrespect. I gotta honor that as well too. Those are good things to have too. You know what I'm saying? I guess what I'm saying is like I'm not really into. What excites me about life is the levels. So it's not really the money or the success or being bulky. It's about advancing, knowing that you got to advance. It's not about the money and everything, right? That's not what makes me run. And I hope that some of you guys that have the same mentality, that's what makes us run as a whole as well. But I'm going off on a different tangent. I don't want to get too far into that. Like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. If you like this content, consider donating to my channel via Cashapp, $Myleschum. If you like my content. We out, man. Have a good day, good week.